Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm doing a more thorough audio example of the Peavey VB-2 all-tube bass amplifier head. This video is a bit of a viewer request because this has been actually on my list of videos to do, simply because I've done a couple videos in the past, maybe not the best way to execute because I was only using the DI out, which essentially only gives you an example of what the preamp sounds like. I'm also going to be putting in an SM57 clone microphone here in front of my 210 TVX, which the amplifier is going to be running, and we're going to blend those signals of 50-50 using my USB mixer, which will be tied back here to the camera. That should give you guys a pretty good idea of what this amplifier sounds like. To keep things simple, I'm just going to be using my Precision, my jazz bass, and then I have a 5-string and a 4-string MusicMan Sterling that I'll use. And those are really the three main archetype of bass guitars that are out there that are most widely used. And that should keep things pretty straightforward in terms of the types of tones you can get depending on the bass that you have. Also, I'm going to be jumping the effects loop because unfortunately I have not had a chance to go back in there. If you look in the schematic here, there is a tip switch that was not connected for some reason, and it basically just reduces on some buzzing noise in the background. This amplifier actually has the same problem as the Valve Kings do. Pretty quiet idling in the background. However, if I pull, you hear a little bit of background noise. And for a while I was chasing it and thinking that it was something else, but it's not. It just quiets down the background. So that's the only reason why you're seeing me jump the effects loop. At some point, I may actually go back in there and just add the jumper wire like I did on the Valve Kings, but just wanted to point that out. All right, I got everything in frame. I'm about to hook up the soundboard here to the camera. We have channel 1 as the microphone for the cabinet. We have the DI outpost EQ, and we are starting off with the clean channel. We got a modest EQ here, basically everything at like 2 o'clock, mid, bass, highs at 800 hertz. Resonance and presence are at 2 o'clock. And I have the gain set a little bit lower because my Fender Precision Ultra here is pretty hot. So I wanted to at least have enough headroom, but then have that bit of breakup as well on the clean channel, which is actually hard to do on this particular amplifier. The clean channel was meant to have a lot of high headroom. When you switch over to the overdrive channel, then you're going to get some pretty gritty tones. So let's check that out. All right, well, I apologize for the mindless noodling, but hopefully in those last couple segments, you can get a pretty good idea of what this amplifier head sounds like, and with a cabinet mic along with the DI post EQ mixed together. I've heard a lot of great success stories on this amplifier being taken into the studio and getting a really good recording bass tone out of it. And even though the amplifier head weighs 56 pounds, it is still, you can't replicate that tube sound. I don't really pay mind to how many digital emulators you can get. Nothing replaces that sound of a big amplifier and big speaker stack when you're on stage or even in the studio. You just get that power tube distortion, that preamp distortion. It really just, there's something else to it. I just can't put my finger on it. But thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time.